Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Plummy, and in this episode of Radio K, I'm gonna be reacting to GHOST9's recent comeback, W.ALL or WALL. I don't know which way it's supposed to be pronounced. And I gotta say, I'm really excited to see how this song is going to sound and whether I'm gonna love it or not. Because for their debut song, Think of Dawn, I actually like it quite a lot. It's still not the best thing ever, like I have some flaws with it. I feel like it's not as sophisticated as it should be. But I really like how reminiscent it feels of like the second generation of K-pop. So I'm hoping that this song is probably gonna sound like that as well. Or maybe it's just gonna sound like a fourth generation song, but still in the GHOST9 style, so to speak. But before we get into it, I just want to quickly say that if you end up enjoying my videos, I would really appreciate it if you go over to my Patreon and donate over there and join at any of the tiers that you would like. Because that would help me quite a lot in being able to support myself, so I can focus on doing these videos much more frequently and maybe even doing more of them than I do right now. But I don't want to guilt trip you into doing so if you don't want to donate, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with someone who you think might enjoy it. So yeah, I guess without further ado, let's get into what you came for, that being the reactions. So let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Oh, we have a giant robot again. What is with the giant robots? It's a very unique concept, I'm gonna give him that, but it's also so why. I think they're actually keeping the second generation vibe that they had with their debut song. Yeah, it definitely feels like a second generation song. It has a lot of the things from back there, I feel like. But at least the song structure is reminiscent of that. Like, they're very unique. I like that about them. Even though on second listen, I'm not really completely sold on this song. Like right now, I think of Dawn is better. But I think I also had a little bit of problem digesting Think of Dawn when I first heard it too, so I'm not gonna be too judgy on this song. Yeah, I'll definitely have to listen to it a second time, because right now it sounds very messy. But I really appreciate how unique their music is. Also, I think this might be the first time that I've seen a K-pop group do a music video at a shipping dock and with like a crane in the background. Because I can't really think of another group that has done anything like this in the 4 years that I've been a K-pop fan. Also, I really love the Gundams that they have in their music videos. They're so wide, but I really like them. And it is a little weird that they're going for like giant Gundam robots, considering their name, because they're called GHOST9, not Robot 9. You would think that they would go for more of a horror concept, not a sci-fi one, but I still like it. I still like it a lot. And for this song right now, I kind of like it. Like the chorus, I feel like is kind of catchy, but similarly to Think of Dawn, it's hard to really get into when you first hear it, and not in the same way like some of the hard-hitting songs that I usually like are, because for those songs, even on the first listen, you can kind of get the idea of how the song is going to end up sounding in a little bit, but for this one, it's just so incomprehensible, but in kind of in a good way. Like, I don't know, it feels very reminiscent of the song structures from the second generation of K-pop, so I'm glad about that. Like, they're very unique. I like it. They're standing out from the rest of current generation K-pop groups, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, we're definitely gonna have to listen to it a second time for me to be able to really comprehend how I feel about this song, so let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Man, like all the songs that I've reacted to in this recording session, like these last 5 K-pop reactions, have sounded so different from what I was expecting and from what I've heard in the previous few reactions. Like, I'm really surprised by how different all these songs sound. And how most of these songs sound nothing like K-pop. Because for this song as well, to a certain extent, like I said, it reminds me of the second generation, but the sounds that they're using during the chorus also give me a completely different vibe from most K-pop songs, you know? I really wonder what people think about this song, because I like it. I'm not sure whether I like it more than Think of Dawn, but I do like it. And as I said for like the other songs I reacted to in the last few videos, if nothing else, I like it because it's different. They really put the effort into the CGI for the Gundam. I'm gonna give them that, because it looks pretty good for CGI. Like, wow, genuinely, like, I feel like 90% of the budget went into the damn robot. Because there are a few shots in this music video that do look a little on the cheap side, but for me, it doesn't really matter too much. Because I don't really care too much about the quality of a music video and whether it looks cheap or not, as long as the song is good. And this song, I mean, in a way, it doesn't even feel like a song. Like, it's so different in song structure. It does feel like the second generation in terms of the song structure, or at least to me, because a lot of second generation songs just feel like a complete mess that was just kind of shoved together and kind of passed it off as a song. Or at least some songs from the second generation feel like this, not every single one. But yeah, I still like it a lot. Again, I'm not sure whether I like it more than Tinko Dawn or not, because at this point I've listened to Tinko Dawn a decent amount. I would say quite a lot, honestly. It's probably in top 20 songs that I've listened to this year. In terms of how much I've listened to, not in terms of quality. But I can't really say only know overall how I feel about this one. I'll definitely need a few more listens, but we can't do that now, so I'm just gonna do my best here in terms of rating it. So, I think at the very least I'm gonna give this song an 8.4 out of 10 because I like what they're going for with their music. I like how unique they are, even though it is very messy. But I feel like after a few more listens you kind of get the gist of the song and you are able to comprehend it more and be able to listen to it more. But it is very messy, and I kind of wish they had the kind of like dance break that they had for Think of Dawn, which was very reminiscent of second generation K-pop as well. But still, I like it how they did it here, and I really like the vibe of the song itself, not just the structure, but the sounds of the song. Remind me of something, but I can't quite put of what it is, but it's something that is nothing like K-pop. Like, maybe it's certain kinds of American music that I've heard, maybe, I don't know, but I like the vibe that gives me off. It's different from Tinkle Dawn as well, but it's still very much like, it feels like GHOST9 in a way. So they're definitely going to be a group that I'm going to be paying pretty close attention to, and if they manage to entertain me with their next comeback whenever it happens, I can definitely say that I'll be a fan of this group, because I do need at least like 3 title tracks from them to be able to decide. So far we have the debut and the first comeback, which are pretty good, but I'll definitely have to wait until their second comeback to decide completely. But so far I'm definitely on a track to be a fan of theirs, just because they're so unique. Because for their music, as I said, it's not as good as the hard-hitting song that I usually listen to, but it's just kind of different in a good way, and I like that a lot. So I already said about at the very least how I'm gonna rate it, and at most I think I'm gonna give it an 8.8 out of 10. And that is after I've like listened to it a little bit more. I think that's how much at most it's gonna get to. Like, at best it's going to be an 8.8 out of 10. Because right now, if I rated it in terms of how I feel about it right now, it would probably go closer to an 8.6 out of 10 at most. But I feel like after a few more listens, it's really gonna grow on me, and it's gonna go to an 8.8 out of 10. Yeah, it is a pretty good song, and it did meet my expectations, which I'm happy about, because I was a little worried that it's probably not gonna be as good as their debut song, but it did manage to do a follow-up of it. Because sometimes whenever a K-pop group releases a really iconic or different kind of song, they maybe do something similar with their next comeback, but they don't quite manage to hit it as high as the first song did. Like, for example, Uptension's Blue Rose and Your Gravity. Blue Rose is such a good song. It's the best song they've released. And Your Gravity, I feel like, had a very similar vibe in terms of the sound of the song, but it didn't really quite manage to hit the highs of Blue Rose. Honestly, nowhere even close. So I'm glad that the GHOST9 actually managed to get pretty close to what Think of Dawn was in terms of the quality of it. And it's probably maybe gonna be just as good, but again, I'll have to listen to it a couple more times before I decide how I feel about it. So yeah. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the list in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and my Wattpad where I post my stories. Because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you end up enjoying my stories or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon where you can pledge support and help get the channel going and help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video. So hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!